Good afternoon, everybody. It's Josh here from Lookin for Games. It is September 24th, 2021, and it's time for this week's weekly update. I usually breeze through the schedule if we don't have anything specifically planned, but I thought I would take a moment here just so everybody that hasn't watched the update before has a chance to see everything that we've got going on here at the store during the week. This is the last time, I promise, that we'll talk about PopUp Gen Con, at least until, next year. I just want to thank everybody that came out. It was a fantastic event. This was the first time for us doing it, and it was a really cool thing to see how everything came together. First of all, I want to thank our volunteers. We had Kelsey, Len, Vernon, Phil, and Aiden, and they did a fantastic job. Some of them really stepped outside of their comfort zone to take the time to learn these games and then present them in a public forum. So I want to make sure that they get their due shout out because they did a fantastic job. I'm sorry, and also Tim O, our resident volunteer for teaching games. I also want to thank all the panelists that were able to make it out. Paul McMaster from McMaster 3D, Jonathan Lucas from Red Raven Studio. I'm sorry, Two Raven Studio. John Withridge, otherwise known as DM Johnny, for the D&D panel that he did and did not want to give up. And finally, Michael Pitry from Pentree Games. Unfortunately, at the very last moment, One Day West was not able to make it out, and they had a little bit of a family emergency. And fortunately, everything came out okay. But our best wishes to them and their families. We had a great turnout. People had a lot of fun. The very cool thing was the panels were not an originally planned event by the folks at PopUp Gen Con. We actually kind of came up with that ourselves. Due credit to my wife Kim for her contributions to helping putting these panels together, of course. And they were a big part of the event, and it turned out fantastic. So, and if anybody's interested in the games that were played, there were quite a few there, and there were quite a few that we were hoping that we would have available to sell, but unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. So anybody that is interested in those games, you can comment here in the comments, or you can reach out to the store because we're going to be putting a list together and ordering them up in the next few weeks. Again, on Sunday, we of course have our Lookin for Adventure slate kicking off with DM Jeff and DM Jackie with their one-shot adventures, and then on Thursday, DM Johnny with his An Argument Against Interplanetary Travel. That campaign continues on. For game night this week, we're going to take a little bit of look at horror, survival horror. Can you make it through the winter? Will you starve? Will you be eaten by zombies? And more importantly, will there be a betrayer? Find out this Wednesday when we get Dead of Winter to the table, this 2 to 5 player cooperative game. It's a Crossroads game from Plaid Hat, and it is a fantastic cooperative title for survival horror. And as we get into my favorite holiday season of the year, going to try to get some more spooky games to the table. We did Innsmouth 32 last week, Dead of Winter coming up this week. It is by far one of my favorite cooperative titles, and looking forward to getting that to the table. And as well, Innsmouth 32, if there's any interest or we have overflow to the tables. On the back half of the week, of course, we have our Friday Night Magic. We have our Saturday Magic at LFG. I forgot to update the calendar, so this should also say that we have Yu-Gi-Oh! Locals on Saturday. Apologies to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Fans for missing that. I also missed that. New in stock this week for Star Wars Xwings miniature game, The Fury of the First Order takes new powerful weapons and upgrades, including new abilities for Kylo Ren. There are 14 ship cards that add a lot of versatility to your ship's pilots, as well as 32 upgrade cards, which allow you to fully customize your squad. These new expansions also come with quick build cards so that you can get your ships to the table faster than ever. In addition to the Fury of the First Order, we've also got the BTA NR2 Y-Wing. I am not going to try to say that again because I got through it in one shot and that's all you're getting. It is a reworking of the classic Y-Wing Starfighter. It's been upgraded to be lighter and more user-friendly. So there are 12 ship cards for this expansion, as well as 18 upgrade cards. And in addition, it also includes those quick build cards so that you can get your squads to the table faster. Also new in stock this week from Pandasaurus Game, a 1 to 4 cooperative game player game called The Loop. Dr. Foe wants to be the master of the universe and he's altering time to make it happen. You're going to take on the role of legendary time agents using special abilities and the function of the loop to be able to replay used cards to save the universe and restore the timeline. And I think this might be one that makes it to the table here before too long. A highly anticipated title from Pandasaurus Games, The Loop. Also new in stock from Pandasaurus Games, Wild Space. A new galaxy has been discovered, and as ship's commanders, you will use your abilities and gather specialists to gain precious resources and become the most profitable captain in Wild Space. This is a 1 to 5 player game. Again, this is from Pandasaurus. These 2 titles are in stock. We also have demos available, and of course, anything that's in our demo library is available to rent or to play here in the store, both in stock today. New in stock this week as well from Dungeons and Dragons and Wizards of the Coast, the Wild Beyond the Witchlight. It takes players from the Witchlight Carnival to Prismeer, which is a Feywild domain. This particular module is for levels 1 through 8, and it comes with a poster map that has the Witchlight Carnival on one side and Prismeer on the other. This is also the first official D&D adventure that is set in the Feywild setting, as well as the carnival can be dropped into any campaign, whether you're enjoying the games and festivities of the Witchlight Carnival, or if you're using it as an entrance to the Feywild world of Prismeer. And finally, and this was interesting when I was reading up on this, all encounters can actually be resolved without combat. So there's some unique puzzles, riddles, and solutions that can be resolved without combat. So I thought that was kind of a unique look. The Wild Beyond the Witchlight has a standard and an alternate cover, both of which are in stock today. In the queue this week, as I mentioned last week, coming up in October, we're going to be doing a 3-week narrative campaign where you're going to be on a mission to defend magic. Whether you're trying to capture objectives that actually have a blast charge to them that can throw unlucky characters, or engaging in a massive 22 threat battle, you're going to need all of your powers and skills to defend magic. We will be getting signups for this out very soon so that we make sure that we have enough people to really run the adventures the way that we want to. And we're probably going to be kicking this off in correlation with the release of the Dormammu set, as well as the new stuff from Doctor Strange. So that's coming in October. Finally, a couple of titles mentioned a little bit last week. Carcassonne, the 20th anniversary. Unfathomable, which we've been talking about for quite some time, should be coming here very soon. Machikoro 2 from Pandasaurus Games. My Hero Academia, which is a neat little card game that's coming out very soon, as well as Dinosaur World and Dinosaur Island Roar and Write. Also coming in October for the card players, we've got Pokemon Celebrations, and for Yu-Gi-Oh! The Burst of Destiny, for which there will be a premiere event. So you'll want to watch the update and your calendars to be able to participate in that. That's the update for this week. Of course, if you enjoy our comment, please feel free to like and subscribe. Tell others about us, because as I always say, you should not be the only ones to suffer. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.